What's up? Ask my wedge. Yo, looking old. Yo, I'm out here with my boys getting ready to battle. And never taking a break. Hey, I'm giving a picture of my warriors, man. Y'all ready to rumble? You ain't ready to rumble? Oh man, you a sucker, man. But yo, I had to do this quick video about see, I'm at making bid. You ready to rumble, boy?
Yeah.
So we I was just looking through my actually on Facebook today, and it was a battle against Lennox Lewis and George Foreman. Prime for prime. I heard this battle before, but it's an interesting one, so I did want to say something about it. First of all, it wouldn't be as expected. A lot of people predicting that George Foreman would knock out Lennox Lewis, because people love George Foreman, but they really don't understand why he would, if he would knock out Lennox Lewis. And Lennox Lewis, some people saying that Lennox Lewis would actually beat George because of his ability to box and move around. But this is where they're wrong. They don't understand George Foreman. They don't know that he can box. One of the most underrated defensive boxers in history. He's the one that cross guard like this. He's the one who perfected that as a heavyweight. That's not easy to stop blocks with your arms as a heavyweight. And George Foreman mastered that art. From where I see this fight, I don't see Lennox Lewis making it. But if I want to be completely honest, I see George Foreman using that defense, using that arm defense, and I see he calculating his timing. His timing is great too. George Foreman is underestimated on his timing. What's up, fam? His timing is unbelievable. George Foreman would underestimate George Foreman early on, and George Foreman would trade with him unexpected, because Lennox Lewis would try to box. He would have to get up on his feet and box, because he don't want that type of fight with George to be sitting there trading punches. He's big. Lennox Lewis is very big, but he just don't want that work from George Foreman to sit in the pocket. And in his youth, when George Foreman was a young boy, he was terrible. You don't want to sit in the pocket with him. And he know how to take punches when he have to. So his defense is good. His timing is good. He can take punches good if he have to. And his punching power is undeniable. Foreman, believe it or not, Foreman is not the type of power that's going to knock you out like Mike Tyson. It's not a snap, pow, a surprise, pow. George Foreman got power that pushes you down. He got power that from combinations that are so hard, it's like a bus hit you. It's different than somebody hit you and just knock you out, flash knockout, and you just out. That's Mike Tyson. But George Foreman will hurt you with his punches. So Lennox Lewis' little body, even though he's tall and he's built, he's not ready for that type of punishment. He's not ready for that type of trade. He would have to try to box, and he would try to box Foreman, and it wouldn't work for 12 rounds at least. That's what I see in that fight. So I give it to George Foreman, respectably. And Lennox Lewis, if any possible way I could try to imagine giving him the fight, it would be him boxing George Foreman, not sitting there and trading because he's big. You look at Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, he didn't even trade with Tyson. He boxed Tyson. Vander Holyfield. Lennox Lewis ain't built like that to really take punishment. He can take a good hit. I'm not saying he can't, but he's not built like that to just stand in there and trade. I think if somebody go to his body, like Foreman especially, Lewis would fall. But that's my take, man. Much love. Time to get back at the fights. Peace.